What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of the new limited series Lockerbie, A Search for the Truth. Let's rock this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Prior to this show, I had never heard of the true story of the bombing of the Pan Am Flight 103. I was only about 5 years old when this tragedy happened. You see, in my childhood or in my youth, the big terrorist attacks that I vividly remember to this day were the bombing of the federal building in Oklahoma in the mid-90s, and of course the devastating World Trade Center September 11, 2001. But this goes to prove exactly how imperative it is for this dramatization to exist, and that the timing of its arrival is crucial, because not only does it serve as a painful reminder, but it also educates folks like me who may have been ignorant about this pivotal point in our world's history until now. Thanks to Peacock streaming service and Sky TV, I have already watched the entire 5-hour-long episodes of this show, and well, Lockerbie is absolutely heartbreaking. And what an emotionally draining way to start the new year. But I don't mean that negatively. It truly is a powerful conspiracy thriller drama that's also undeniably infuriating. Inspired by the true life story, on December 21st, 1988, 259 passengers and crew were killed when Pan Am Flight 103 exploded over Lockerbie 38 minutes after takeoff, with a further 11 residents losing their lives as the plane came down over the quiet Scottish town. In the wake of the disaster and his daughter's death, Dr. Jim Swire is nominated spokesperson for the UK victims' families who have united to demand truth and justice. Traveling across continents and political divides, Jim embarks on a relentless journey that not only jeopardizes his stability, family, and life, but completely overturns his trust in the justice system. As the truth shifts under Jim's feet, his view of the world is left forever changed. Exploring events from the disaster and its aftermath, Lockerbie, A Search for Truth, provides an intimate account of a man, a husband, and a father who risked everything in memory of his daughter and the unflinching pursuit of truth and justice. Starring Colin Firth, Catherine McCormick, Rosanna Adams, Gemma Carlton, Harry Redding, Ardalan Esmaili, and Selva Jaglev. Now, just to let you know, this won't be the only Lockerbie show that's coming your way. This one is brought to you by Peacock and Sky Atlantic, but BBC and Netflix are also developing their own Lockerbie dramatization that's going to be focused more on the law enforcement investigation. You know, kind of more suspenseful. Whereas this one is more melancholic and sentimental. What's interesting is that the character that Colin Firth plays is still very much alive today, and he very much supports this show. He's hoping that it would somehow spark public interest again, especially in today's day and age of internet sleuths or internet detectives obsessed with true crimes. Because back then, Jim Swire was doing an uphill battle all on his own, as depicted on this show. Just him against the world. Or at least that's what it must have felt like. You've heard of the old phrase, justice delayed is justice denied, right? That is pretty much at the heart of Jim Swire's overarching arc. And it's the very thing that stirs up strong emotions throughout. The first episode is probably the one that will be seared into your memories the most, because the way that it stages the plane getting blown up or the plane falling out of the sky is quite the visual spectacle. Granted, it's a whole lot of CG imagery, but that entire sequence is intense and terrifying and visceral. But the episode that sticks with me the most emotionally is the courtroom trial, where Colin, as Jim, can only observe from behind a glass wall. The tension on that episode is consistently palpable. You see, stories about characters who are overly obsessed with something to the point of losing track on what may be more important in life always fascinates me. Especially with this one, where the lines between crusaders and pariahs are also blurred. Colin Firth and Catherine McCormick as the grieving parents deliver such towering performances, just harrowing and poignant and fiery. and actor Nabil Al-Rai's ice-cold portrayal of Colonel Gaddafi leaves a lasting mark. And what I appreciate the most about this miniseries is that it's not too hung up on the chronological timelines of what happened here and what happened there, but it also gives you the context and the raw emotions. Plus, some of the archival footage can also spark some thought-provoking conversations. They don't necessarily give you the answers on a silver platter, but they don't shy away either from emphasizing how little the government cares about its own citizens when a tragedy, any tragedy, can propel a means to an end type of objective. So yeah, overall I give Lockerbie, A Search for the Truth, the rating of 4.5 out of 5. It's a deeply moving, deeply affecting journey about an undeterred personal conviction. And it seems that sorrow without closure is a wound that time cannot truly heal.